chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
For 125 years.
Welcome to Sioux Park Stadium and Class AA Girls Soccer Playoff action. The South Dakota High School Activities Association first round playoffs. This game hosted by the number 2, 12-0 Stevens Raiders, tied with Harrisburg with 45.5 seed points. But due to the tiebreaker criteria, are the second seed play host to the Brookings Bobcats. The Bobcats come into this one with a record of 4-9-1, and they look to come out west and challenge the Raiders. Our second game of this stanza will feature the Stevens boys, the number 4 ranked Stevens boys, and they'll play host to Brookings again in that one coming later on. This one is set for a 5 o'clock start. It's 5 on the nose. The Raiders were over the ball. They're going to be in blue going from left to right on your screen. The Bobcats then in white, traveling right to left. Raiders break out right away. Brianna Reagan works the left side. They go back to Brianna Reagan. She tries to push one into Fox, but it's knocked away there by Stoltenberg. This ball goes into the box, and they'll let it roll to the goalkeeper, Ramsey Hinriker. Check that. Nope, that's Ashley Reentz, junior goalkeeper number 1. We've got the number now. So apologize to Ashley and Ramsey. She'll knock it out. Raiders come back, and here's the ever-dangerous Ava Holsworth on that left side. She turns towards the goal, gets an angle. Nice cutback past Reagan. Reagan slips one, but taken down, and will earn a foul from about 25 yards away. Probably a good foul as Reagan made a touch to the left, past the defender, and she was winding up that left foot there, ready to take a shot. It will be Reagan over the ball. We're going to say 26.5 out. Dorman stands on the top. It could be a side pass and a shot. The wall gets set by the official. It'll be a three-person wall for the Bobcats. Reentz positions them. Drives it low. It goes out of bounds off the touch of Holsworth. No, it's off a Bobcat, and it'll be a set piece for the Raiders. They'll earn the first corner of this one. And lining up for the Raiders will be Reagan. Fox will go short. She'll take it short on the touch to her. She's closed in by defender nicely, number 8 by the Bobcats, and she'll take the ball away and take that threat down off of the set piece. That was a great job there by, looked to be number 8, but it could be number 6 on the far side. We'll get the glasses on that and get a number here. Yes, that was number 6, Lexi Earp, sophomore forward. And the Bobcats move it down, but this one's out of bounds. Be a throw for the Raiders. Ball goes to the middle. Fox, she's dispossessed. Kicks it out. But that one gets knocked away by Tennyson back to the middle. Change of possession there. Very congested in the middle, as it always seems to be at the beginning of these games. Reagan breaks out. She has a little space. It's getting close, but she continues to keep that ball on left foot. And a nice through pass to Holsworth. They're going to call her offsides. Reentz came out nicely, and I think would have had that one anyway, but didn't see it. Again, we're a little bit ahead of the place. We're not directly in line with the ball or the linesperson, and that flag went up immediately. Raiders come back to Lindsley. Lindsley to Dorman. Dorman plays it out wide. Benson moves it in the middle to Reagan. So the Raiders really intentionally working the ball through their playmaker, Brianna Reagan, and who's trying to work it up to either Fox or Holsworth so far in this one. And that'll be out of bounds. Throw to the Bobcats, and Tori Deming puts this one down the line. Goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a Raider throw off of number 16, Aubrey Gard, the sophomore forward for the Bobcats. Bobcats on a throw, long one down the line. Turek gave chase, but Bobcat number 15, Ragsdale, knocks it out of bounds, and the Raiders try to put it in the middle. Comes to the feet of Fox. She pushes it over Reagan. Reagan crosses back over, trying to find some space. She does. A push to Turek. Turek drives the ball inside to attack. Tries to center. Goes nutmegs one, but then there's two defenders there, and it comes back and hits the corner flag, which will be a corner for the Raiders, corner number 2, and the left-footed Brianna Reagan, the senior, number 28, will step in this one with her left foot, so this one will swing in. We've got a Raider standing right in the middle. That looks to be Holsworth, right on goalie, and now we have runners to the near post, and this one's going to hook in off the hand of the goalie, tipped it up straight high, kicked out nicely by the Bobcats. Vienna Reagan tries to get on the other one, does, and gets tackled and a foul, and this will be more dangerous than the first one. This is going to be about on the, this one will be about 20 yards away, and it's driven shot, but blocked. Quick retake by Brianna Reagan, driven through, and let's hope the Brookings defender that gave her body up for that must have knocked the wind out of her. She's down. No stoppage yet, and now we do have a stoppage for injury. Let's hope she's okay. That's the very brave. That looks to be number 15. Liv Ragsdale, who had to put herself in front of that quick reset by Reagan, and Reagan drove that one, and it seems to knock the wind out of Ragsdale, and she'll run off on her own power to a nice applause. And it looks like coming in for the Bobcats for Ragsdale is going to be Lauren Jones, a junior defender. And this probably will be reset with a, no, it looks like it went out of bounds, or the Brookings kicked it out of bounds, and the Raiders have the throw. Off the head of Holsworth. She's double teamed. Back to Reagan. Reagan turns, another little backheel turn. Tries to go inside. Now she pushes it over to Dorman. Dorman looking. She gets it to Vienna Reagan. Quick-footed Vienna Reagan gets it out to Turek. Turek goes up the right side and puts this one in. And right there is goalie number 1, junior, Ashley Reintz. Nice job of coming off her line to intercept that cross. She punts one down the field. And Dorman's there has a nice little trap on the ball to Vienna Reagan. And now they go out to Benson, who tries to reestablish the middle with Vienna, and she does. Vienna pushed off the ball, but does well to stay on the ball. Great balance there. Let's see if there's a through ball chance there. It is for Fox. She can get on the end of it. No, she hesitated just a hair because she didn't want to be offsides. And then Reitz came out, I think, faster than Fox thought. Bailey again took, maybe she just caught up in the turf, but just couldn't get there and had to be a little more cautious due to the last offsides call. So another good pass and good thought there for the Raiders as they try to settle in here and figure out this Brookings defense that time had a moderately high line of defense. There's a shot that rolls to Hofer, kind of comes off of her hands into her chin, but she collects it there. She was moving forward, so that one kind of bounced up on her. She drives this one down the middle to Reagan. Reagan does a nice job of getting on it. See if she pushes it up the wing. No, she turns it back inside. She switches fields. Holsworth was cutting in, and the ball went out. Reintz will escort it out of bounds for a goal kick for the Bobcats. With 7 gone, 0-0. First round, Class AA girls soccer playoff action. Reintz drives this one. Nice job. Benson puts it right back to Brianna Reagan. She goes up to Fox. Fox tries to get it right back. It's knocked out. And her touch is a little off to Dorman. And that's intercepted by the Bobcats. That looks to be number, must be 13, not 18. We're going to say that's Shay Lafers. Yes, that's a 13. The ponytails sometimes make it tough to see the detail in the number. There's a wide open Bobcat up on the right side. Lindsley recovering. This one goes to the middle. Schad puts her hands up in the air, telling the keeper it's going to go out. It does, and that was a lot of space over there on the right side for the Bobcats. But that ball put too long, and goal kick for the Raiders. They go short. Build up to Tennyson. Dorman pushes it up to Turek, but Turek was marked. Challenge there. Good challenge between Turek and the defender for the Bobcats. That looks to be number 4 for the Bobcats, who came in, Lauren Jones. That one intercepted by Brookings. Number 2 tries to push it up the field. Isabel Eide. Raiders intercept that one. Little back and forth game here between Brianna Reagan and Vienna Reagan. See if Turek can get on the end of this with her speed. A push and out of bounds by the Bobcats. And that was Berkeley Stoltenberg, the freshman defender. Turek turned on the Jets, and she was forced to just poke it out, and it's a corner. This time it'll be number 29, Bailey Fox, the senior, over the ball. Holsworth again right in front of the goalie. Raiders running near post, far post. Ball's down and headed there by Brianna Reagan, but just wide to the outside. It would have been to the Raiders' left, the keeper's right. And another chance for the Raiders ends up in a goal kick for the Bobcats. Coming in is number 15 back Ragsdale and Grace Ramza, freshman, for the Bobcats. This one driven out. Reagan does a nice job of putting the foot on, keeping in the half, but throw goes to the Bobcats. Raiders throw. Dorman gets in there with a nice challenge and a tackle. See if she tries to cut back. She does. Ball touch was just a little long. Brianna Reagan's right there. Gets it back to Dorman. Dorman turns, and that shot is on the ground and low and hard, but wide. Keeper Reentz watches that one go out of bounds. She did a nice job tracking that ball and saw it was going to go out. Let it go. Bobcats with another goal kick. Raiders continue to press. 10 and change gone in this one. 0-0. First round, Class AA girls soccer. This would be the 2 and 15 seeds. 12-0 Raiders, 4-9-1 Bobcats. But when it comes to high-stakes playoff games, you can throw the records out, and it's survive and advance. That one's long, goes out, be a goal kick for the Raiders. Raiders drive it out over the head, and it's going to come down to Fox, who's open. A little heavy on that touch, gives it back to the Bobcats. They do a nice job. Turek with some good hustle comes in and intercepts that. She tries to go up to Reagan, but just wasn't enough on that one. Good pressure by Benson. And now Dorman with support pressure gets it on a nice ball to Holsworth on her outside. See if she cuts back like she likes to. No, she goes right to the player, and it looked like a handball, but they're going to call throw in because it was right by the sideline. And so it's thrown in quickly to Benson. Benson off of a Bobcat. It'll stay Raider throw back in that corner. Benson picks it up. Holsworth runs to the middle. Dorman is right there. She boxes out Stoltenberg. Tries to turn, can't turn. Good job there of transferring defense from 47 to 31 Briggs. That one's lofted in to the box and easily handled there by junior goalkeeper Ashley Reentz. Drives another good one in the middle, goes over one Bobcat, goes over two more players, and Lindsley and Schad combo back there to communicate and get that one out. Good header out by Raiders, but no, they're going to call a foul on that. Tennyson looked to come in and get a good header, but it appeared that she must have made contact because it'll be a set piece now for the Bobcats. They're 35 yards away. Other teams have tried to throw in a loft ball here to try to get their trajectory to beat the goalie. We'll see. This one's coming in that loft to the right side. There's a Bobcat in that box off the Bobcat head. Goal kick. So dangerous there. Seemed to be marked, but a little bit looser than I'm sure they would like, and got her head on it. Just didn't have a right angle to the goal. And nice setup there by the Bobcats. Raiders give up the ball off of the goal kick Turek hustles back to try to challenge. Big scrum in the middle. Benson comes out of it. She goes up to Halsworth. Halsworth gets a touch on it to the middle, but right there is Stoltenberg, who's done a nice job tonight. Good pressure there by the Bobcats. And they go wide, push that one up the field. That'll be throw to the Raiders, substitute Raiders. That's number 4 will come in. And is challenged right away by Bobcats. Number 17 and number 10 in there for the Bobcats. Knutson and Ramza challenging. So Meredith Lehman comes in for the Raiders. Raiders work the ball down the end, but it ends up in the hands of Reentz, and she'll punt this one away. Dorman knees it back up to the top, goes over the head of a Bobcat. Benson working because she knows she has space inside. Nice hustle to get the ball. Tries to tap it to Halsworth, but it's knocked out of bounds off of the Raiders. And the Bobcats do a nice job to win that. Throw in. That work was number 6 over there. Lexi Earp, the sophomore, with some solid hustle and defense there. Pushed up. Dorman pushes it a little too hard for Vienna Reagan. Tennyson comes back from her back line to keep it in bounds, and for the Raiders, she'll get a nice little touch to Vienna Reagan. Vienna Reagan slices through, pushes it back, tries to go to Fox. No, it goes to Brianna Reagan. Brianna pushes it forward, but closed down by, tried to split defenders, but closed down by, that looked to be number 31 and 47. That would be Briggs and Stoltenberg if my eyes were fast enough to catch those. So good communication and combination defending on the Raider Catalyst and ever dangerous, the senior number 28, Brianna Reagan for the Raiders. Highly skilled all around. And no surprise when she's got a hand or a foot in a Raider goal, either with a quality strike and finish or with a quality service from a set piece or a quality assist. So Raiders will look to her to be a catalyst, but also they look on the outsides with Turek, Holsworth, and the aggressive, persistent, tenacious play of Bailey Fox, with the midfield play of Dorman and Vienna Reagan, and they've seemed to be clicking, obviously, to have a unblemished record. But again, they need a goal here as that goes out the door. Fox is taken down, and that's a near professional. Let's see if he is a booking there. The ball wasn't even there. She got around her clearly, but he don't think he's going to pull out a card. It looks like he's just going to set the wall as the Bobcats stand over the ball quickly now and are asked to move back because of Brianna taking that quick set piece before. Now number 17, I don't know if she's a full 10-yard back, and the official's going to move her back, but gamesmanship to make sure she can't take a quick set piece. Driven and a good shot, but wide. Had the right velocity and trajectory, but was wide, and could tell was wide right away. Junior keeper Reentz threw her hand up in the air and just walked towards the far post to escort that out of bounds for a Bobcat goal kick. That one given up to Vienna Reagan. Quick little move, turns, can't get a shot off. Brianna's there, back heel, surrounded by 3 Bobcats. Halsworth pushes it out to Benson. Benson goes right back to Halsworth. Halsworth trying to get it back in. Moves it over to Dorman. Dorman now finds Vienna, but too hard. Vienna intercepts, but gets knocked away up for the Bobcats. And they're trying to clear this one, but pressure between Fox and Reagan, and now Benson on the outside, still in the Bobcat half. And they'll play it back to try to create some space, and they do, but right to Halsworth. Halsworth Cuts it into Reagan. Reagan one touch to Fox. Fox heavy on the first touch. Keeps driving at it. Goes down. No call. And yes, the whistle blows. No play on. And they had the advantage, but the whistle didn't come. So I'm not sure if it was no foul play on or play the advantage. Was a quick mechanic. So I'll try to be on that a little quicker next time. Dorman. Up to Reagan. Reagan a nice, it was a nice ball. Great extension there by number 9 for the Bobcats, Schmidt, who put her leg out there and just knocked away that pass that would have been dangerous to Holsworth. 19 gone, 0-0. Raiders have controlled possession and side of field, but the Bobcats have been strong on defense and have had some counter chances and some set piece chances of their own. There's another little bit of bump in there, and that one's called, and that'll be a free kick. Looks like Charlie Lindsley will come up from the back. She's got a strong leg. And at this point, I think Coach Usera is saying, throw it in the box and let's see if we can make something happen. But the junior keeper, Reentz, athletic and long in there. She's been pretty imposing presence. So it winds this one up. Is that a booking? Did he give a card? And there was a booking there on a Brookings player, so that was a yellow card. So in the high school, they automatically are subbed out, and that can accumulate. We don't want to see that, but if the same player receives another yellow card, then they'd also be given a red card, and that team would play a person down. But that booking was a yellow, and players were subbed out. Throw comes in. Fox tries to corral it. 2 Bobcats around her. They play it up. Lindsley's right there. To Brianna Reagan. Holsworth goes down, and a play on. Plays the advantage. The advantage is gone, but no stoppage for a free kick. He must have felt the Raiders had a attacking chance beyond a callback there. And unfortunately, there's a pillar up in the booth, and I couldn't quite see a mechanic again. So twice in a row, I'll have to come up with more excuses to miss the mechanic on play on or just no foul. Raiders congested in there. Bobcats come out, but Benson recovers nicely. She's also a track sprinter, so it was reassuring for the Raiders to see her sprint back and stall that attack. Ball in the middle, Bobcats. It's number 31 that's setting it up, Briggs. She moves it outside, but someone zigged when they were supposed to zag or vice versa, and that one goes out of bounds. Throw for the Raiders. Raiders, good job combination passing between Schad and Benson. Eventually get it out to Vienna Reagan. She's knocked off the ball by Briggs. And again pushed up, but out of bounds by the Bobcats. So the Bobcats are definitely trying to play a little bit deeper balls in to try to counter and beat the back line of the Raiders. Or the Raiders are trying to and have been working the ball up the middle. They just haven't been able to finish any of the chances. This one goes in, lofted in. Challenge there. Tennyson tries to box out and does, and we're going to call a goal kick here. So Tennyson was had a good challenge there. Both players hustling nicely. That was number 16, Aubrey Gard, that was putting up a good challenge with Tennyson in the corner. Reagan now with ball in the middle. She has a little bit of time and space. She'll move out wide. She finds Turek. Turek collides but stays nicely. Good balance on the ball. This one's put in. She's got a runner there. Holsworth there. Back to Fox. Fox tips it over. The chip is just wide. Bailey was caught on the short angle, and Reitz came out just enough to cut that angle. Fox on the dead run, tried a little chip shot. Had the right weight and height, just was wide. Another chance for the Raiders, turned away by the Bobcat defense. That one off of Dorman goes wide, and Tennyson will run that ball that was sent back in the middle by Benson, and now we have another call, and that'll be a free kick for the Raiders. So physical play, which you expect during playoffs. Good job there that time by Dorman. Dorman still with the ball. Tried to push it up to Holsworth, but just didn't have enough room. Well marked. So it was a little tight in there. Just the touch had to be perfect, and got, like I said, it's physical out there, and get bumped around when you're trying to put the foot on the ball just right, and the ball's going to go away, which is a sign of intense, aggressive defense, which is what you would expect in the play atmosphere. This one knocked down to Dorman. Dorman winds up, comes back. This is a nice through ball. This one's there, but taken down by Reitz. Saved there. Fox had it. She tried to get a touch over and around the keeper, and Reitz reached out, knocked the ball down. Holsworth was coming through. Reitz saw her and just swallowed that one up with her hands. And another good save by the junior goalkeeper, number 1, for the Bobcats, Ashley Reitz. And she's done a nice job and has kept this one scoreless. So both teams with a clean sheet so far. We're 25 into this one. Again, Raiders have controlled possession and side of field, but the Bobcats have bent and not broken, and in the last probably 6-7 minutes have tried to push the ball forward more. Those balls have gone out of bounds, but the fact that they're still pressing forward has to be a hopeful sign for the Bobcats. As that ball goes out of bounds, just want to give some recognition to the 3 Stevens choir students that did a nice job singing the national anthem up here tonight. That was Hazel Bodell, Maddie Newhart, and Azura Klegel. So good job for them. And if I mispronounced your name, I'm sorry. But just wanted to say that was a nice rendition, and thank you, ladies, for coming out and giving your time and talents to playoff soccer. That one driven up after the call and goes out of bounds. I think that was off. Oh, they're going to say it's a Bobcat throw. Flag looked to be going Raider way, and then it got changed quickly. Long throw, good throw. Headed out by Dorman. Down to the feet of Fox. Fox tries to split defenders, can't. This one's driven in towards the goal, but keeper senior Emmy Hofer watches it go wide and out of bounds. Another goal kick. She's been going short here. Surveys the field. She'll go short again. No Brookings pressure. They'll let Lindsley dribble out. Driven up the side. They've got a runner there, but a good job of positioning by Brookings defender. That was number 23, I believe. Hinraker for the Bobcats. This one gets knocked all the way down the Raider side. And no one's in a hurry to go after it, and so it'll go out of bounds for the Raiders, but down to about the 10 yards from the end line. Holsworth, or Dorman, excuse me, tries to keep that one. That one goes out, and it's to the Raiders. So trying to keep it in and work that side. I believe that's number 9 over there for the Bobcats. Get some glass on that. Oh, that's number 2 working hard up there. Isabel Eide, the junior. Another goal kick for the Raiders. Earp checks in for the Bobcats. Hofer waiting for the substitution to be complete. She'll go short again. And this one's driven up towards Turek. Takes a bounce. Halsworth's trying to get on the end of it, and because of her pressure, had to get knocked out of bounds there by number 15, the junior Liv Ragsdale, one of the captains, sharing captain duties with Shay Lafers, junior number 13 for the Bobcats. Reagan, crossover dribble, another one. 3 Bobcats there. She stays with it, See if she can finish. She does! Brianna Reagan persists, splits defenders, keeps the ball on her preferred left side, breaks through, not in time, no time for the Bobcats to recover, and Reintz just kind of got caught in a spot. Do I come out and cut angle? But it was too late. Reagan drove it low and hard to the near corner to your screen. It had been to the Raiders' right, Bobcat left. And in the 29th minute, Brianna Reagan puts the Raiders up 1-0, first round Class AA girls playoff soccer action. We'll see if the Raiders try to open things up now and extend their lead. Here comes Vienna Reagan on the run. She has a nice ball pushed out to Turek. Turek with the touch inside, goes too far inside. Bobcats corral it. Driven up hard by number 13, Lafers. Tried to push it up through to number 2, Eide, but the Raiders are there to knock it down, and they'll regain possession. Reagan turns. She chips one over. Nicely weighted. Good pace on that ball. Turek's going to have time. She chases it down. Instead of going directly goal, she finds Halsworth. Halsworth with the bounce, can't get a shot. She cuts it back to Dorman. Dorman takes a shot. It's up and too high. Good work there by the Raiders. Good service by Turek. Just Halsworth ran onto it and just came off of her. She tried to trap it with her body, just came off a little hard, took a bounce too hard to her to shoot. She was patient, found Dorman. Dorman had a shot. Goes over the crossbar. Raiders keep depressing. Here we go. Vienna Reagan now. Little cutback. She has a little space. See if she can get a shot off. She does. It's deflected off of the Bobcats. It's going to be a corner kick. So following the goal, flurry of Raider, almost like the sense of urgency for the Raiders once they got that goal is increased. And they've pressed and had 2 more chances. Bailey Fox with the right foot. This one will swing out. Halsworth again, marking on goalie. Turek started to run far post, but stoppage. And now Lindsley comes up from the back. Near post run, flicked on by Tennyson, and a shot by Reagan is going to go wide and out of bounds. Didn't hit anybody that time. So Vienna Reagan came up and had a good look at it. Just took a funny bounce, and she didn't get a great strike on it. Looked like it caught more of the inside of her foot, kind of had that spin that caused it to keep drawing away from the goal there. Another drive. Dorman keeps it in. Vienna Reagan keeps on her foot. See if she tries to shoot. No, she pushes out to Turek. Turek right out to Reagan, but she lets it go. Dorman takes a shot. It's knocked down. Halsworth is there. She can't get a shot. Fox pushes it back to Brianna Reagan, and it's intercepted by number 31, Riley Briggs, who did a great job of trailing the ball back and just getting in the passing lane there. And they'll go deep and send that all the way back down to Hofer. She'll put it out wide, and the Raiders start their build up again, and they'll go right to Holsworth, see if she goes wide. She does. Fox pushes it back in. Shot, it looks like, is there to hustle up, but that's given away. Benson tracks that one down and see if she goes the middle or keeps working the side. She tries to keep working the side, goes out of bounds. Throw to the Raiders. And the Raiders go with a quick throw to Fox. Gets it into Brianna Reagan. She's got some space. She's got Turek on the right. See if she pushes that way. She does. And looking to pass, but splits defenders again. Is it going to shoot? Nope. She tries to push it up to Fox, and just too much. Could see her just trying to work it off her right toe to push it up to Fox, and it just was maybe not too much, but too far inside to the goalie, and Fox knew she couldn't get there and stay onside. Ragsdale, Rumza comes back in, and Connell, senior for the Raiders. Laney Connell, number 30, will check in and give the Raiders some minutes so the Raider can rest. There's a foul on the Raiders. That was Turek who committed that one. It'll be a free kick in their own half. Number 13, Lafers, the captain. One of the captains will take it. Drives it to the middle. Brianna Reagan is there nicely. Gets it to Vienna. Back to Dorman. Dorman pushes it up to Reagan. They have 3 runners in space. Little hard touch, but she collects it. And her speed is going to get her to the ball. She takes another shot and just wide, and I think it was blocked. No, they're going to call goal kick. The way it came off, it almost appeared Reentz got a hand on it, but instead of going far side, she went near side, short corner, and just wide. So another scoring chance for the Raiders. Who was that, son? Lehman comes back, number 4, the freshman defender for the Raiders. Brookings runs off a player there. They get a shot and wide. So that ball took a weird bounce, got over the Raiders, and in recovery it was Schad and Lindsley. And Lindsley was able just to get over and create a little pressure and an angle. And coming back in for the Bobcats is number 33, the freshman defender, Tori Deming. So both coaches going to the bench here with just a few minutes before the half, putting back the legs they want with this last 5 minutes, or hoping that they can get extended rest for other legs for the second half. Either way, they're using their depth of the bench, and the pace of this one has picked up. So the fitness is always impressive, but with the pace of this one, I'm sure that both sides need a break. That one's going to come down for a shot. Had to wait for it, and it was pretty close to her body, so that one went wide right, or to this near post. Wide, as you could see on your screen, and out of bounds goal kick for the Bobcats. Reentz drives one. He's got a powerful leg. Bobcats come out with it. There's a through ball. And that one's going to get run down by Ramza. 2 Raiders there to recover. And then Schad and Lindsley in the back communicate. And it looked to be Lindsley, I think, that shot out of there and kicked the ball forward. It could have been Schad, too. They, from the distance, looks like they both kind of have the braided pony there. And Schad's playing left center back and Lindsley playing right center back. So that was Schad that came up and poked it out of there for the Raiders. Connell lets that one go out of bounds. She'll throw it in, the senior, number 30. She gets it to Halsworth. Halsworth with a good turn. Halsworth beats 2 defenders, tries to beat a third, gets a shot off, but it's wide and high. She just didn't get over that ball at all. She was leaning back and kind of falling to her right. Tough shot, but another chance towards goal. And the Raiders, with 3.5, continue to press in half one. They lead 1-0. That one's put out short and then touched on by Bobcat. It was number 10 who did a nice job touching that one, Knutson. Bobcats play it back to try to get something going, and it goes out of bounds. Raiders quick throw. Benson really quick up the line. Bouncing. Bobcats just have to push it out. Benson sprints up. The trackster, she's ready for another quick throw. She looks again down the line. Off of Connell. into Dorman. She tries to push it in the middle to Vienna Reagan, but good job there by the Bobcat defender to knock that away. Through ball up by number 13, Lafers, and Hofer's going to come out and cut it off, and the Bobcat player stopped chasing it. That was that looks to be number 16, I believe. Guard that gave chase to that one. Raiders set it back in. Bobcats, nice job of deflecting that one back, but Vienna Reagan will have the ball at her feet. Nope, that's Brianna Reagan, excuse me. To Vienna Reagan, to Dorman. Dorman with a nice ball up. Turek on the end of it. Shot, and hits the pipe. Turek had a runner, had Holsworth in the middle. Saw she had short corner, took the shot. It hit the side of the post and goes out of bounds for a goal kick, and the Bobcats reset it quickly. So another shot on goal for the Raiders. This time they keep it in their half. Doing work over there is Benson and Connell, trying to make it hard for the Bobcats to get the ball out of their half. Now Connell and Holsworth pressing the ball. Bobcats take it back, and they finally just kick it out with 1:14 to go. Raiders get it to Benson, who's did a nice job throwing the ball, and she goes short to Vienna Reagan. Sets one in. On the end of it is Turek, but bounces and corralled harmlessly by Reintz, but good thought there with around a minute to go on the clock. Dorman fires that one back in off of a kick from the goalie's outlet. Nice turn there by one of the captains for the Bobcats. That's Ragsdale. Nice job there. Vienna Reagan pushes outside to Turek. Turek has some space. She goes middle. The hole's where she gets one little touch on it, but that touch causes it to go right to the goalie as Stoltenberg was there to cut off the advancing Raider. And with that, we're going to have one last throw, and that's going to do it for the half here with 2 seconds to left. Connell's challenge, can't get a shot, and the horn sounds. Although they put enough spin on that one to bend in, but horn sounded, did not count. So you are following Class AA girls soccer playoff action on GoRaidersLive.com, Live Ticket TV. And this is subscription free, being brought to you tonight. The Raiders, after 40, had plenty of chances and controlled possession. And in the 29th minute, senior, number 28, Brianna Reagan, a nice finish where she persisted and kept after a ball, finally got on the end of it and put it home in the back of the net for the Raiders for their lone goal here, 1-0. So we will be right back after this halftime break and following all these messages from our sponsors that are able to bring us subscription-free Raider athletics. We'll see you for the next.
Security First Bank has been the bank, a dependable fixture of the community and innovators of what comes next. As we celebrate our history, we remain committed to your dreams with dedicated and driven people, expertise, and attention. Because when you're at the bank, you're driven by the people who are your customers, neighbors, and friends. And that's been our commitment since 1898. Security First Bank. We're the bank.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
signature wings, world-class burgers, and the best steak in Rapid City. All that plus a perfect spot to watch the game found right here in Rapid City at Shooters. From its full and complete menu and its one-of-a-kind dessert menu, Shooters has everything you want. Also looking for a little value in your meal? Order online or by the Shooters app and use the promo code LiveTicket to receive 20% off your order. Again, that's LiveTicket for 20% off at Shooters in Rapid City.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The Danny Metal Super Sale is back at Danny Metal Rapid Chevrolet. Save over 400 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Fords, Rams, GMCs, Subarus, plus the area's best selection of used and certified pre-owned. Shop our best selection of new Chevys in years. Multiple appraisers on hand, bidding your trade. 16 local and national lenders offering financing on the spot. No down payment and no payments for 90 days with qualified credit. Hurry, the Super Sale ends September 30th at Danny Metal Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMetalRapidChevrolet.com.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good! And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
September is sport utility season at Danny Metal Rushmore Honda. That means great offers on late model SUVs, Fords, GMCs, Toyotas, Nissans, Jeeps, Subarus, Chevys, and more. Get 5.89% APR financing for 63 months on used. Plus, we have the area's best selection of pre-owned Honda and Honda certified pre-owned trucks and SUVs. Upgrade your SUV before the snow flies and get 5.89 APR financing for 63 months at Danny Metal Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm Agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone, it's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
Signal. We're back. Beautiful evening at Sioux Park Stadium. First round, Class AA, South Dakota High School Activities Playoff Soccer. This first match features the home number 2 seed Rapid City Stevens Raiders hosting the number 15 seed Brookings Bobcats. Game 2 in the doubleheader is the boys' version of this one, the number 4 ranked Raiders hosting the Bobcat boys. And we'll get this one started. The Bobcats play it back, play it up, kind of a mistouch by Tennyson and a hard touch by Schad. And the Raiders collect it, and Reagan gets it out wide to Turek. Turek will work that right side. She pushes up for Fox, gets her there. Fox turns inside, she's pushed, no call. Keeps challenging the ball, but pushed out. Pushed or stumbled, either way, she was kind of rocking forward with her arms waving and could tell she was off balance. Either way, good recovery here by Schad to escort this one out of bounds before it is a Bobcat kick as they tried to counter. Dorman marks that one. Schad will get it out. And to Fox. Fox traps it. Brianna Reagan goes over the top, coming way out to the top of the box is Reintz. And she'll roll this one back into play for the Bobcats. They'll go out wide to Tori Deming. Out there. The ball goes out of bounds to the Raiders. Shot. She has Benson wide on the left. She will seek her. She pushes it up to Holsworth, and nope, they say out of bounds. She couldn't keep it in. Throw to the Bobcats. Schmidt for the Bobcats collects that one, tries to put it in. It eventually goes out of. It's going to be a Bobcat throw. They go down the line short to one of the captains. That's number 13, Leifers. And handball has tried to play a little chip over the head and hit the arm. And Charlie Lindsley for the Raiders will set this one just on the other side of half, and now the official moves her back to near the midline of the field. Brookings keeper shading her eyes. Let's see if she tries to go towards the goal and loft one. Has to drive it because it's a long way away, and knocked out of there harmlessly by the Bobcats. Back to Schad. Schad turns on the ball to try to cut back pass. It's deflected there, and the Raiders are going to play it all the way back. It looks like Nora Tucker is now in for the Raiders at goalkeeper. And something that the Raiders did all year was goalkeeper by committee until last week, or last Thursday, excuse me. Sorry, I couldn't get the right date out there as I watched the action against Spearfish and senior night. Senior goalie Emmy Hofer was between the posts the whole game. Hofer got to start in this one. Hands off duties to the junior, Nora Tucker. And the Raider back line will work with Tucker to try to keep a clean sheet, and the Raider midfield and forwards will try to put pressure on and extend this lead. There, kind of a pass that didn't get out very quick, and Holsworth ran at it, but Reentz was there to boot it out. Tennyson with the header, played back to Dorman by Vienna Reagan. She plays it over to Tennyson. Tennyson plays it back to Lindsley. Lindsley looking upfield, surveying the field. Little hard touch, gets some pressure, keeps dribbling, pushes that ball and is challenged. So the Bobcats did a nice job of covering up any passing angles on Lindsley and eventually win back possession. And then they fire this ball up, and Benson just cuts off the Brookings forward. That's number 6, Erb, and turns. Fox tries to get it, but that one's knocked away. Tennyson battles. Turek trails all the way back. Good support by her. Lindsley, Vienna Reagan, over to Brianna Reagan. She's poke checked, and that one gets away to the Bobcats. They'll chip one up to try to get through, and they nearly do, but Benson tracks back. Watch the ball. Let Lindsley go after the ball and just waited. Nice job there. And now you have, on an overlapping run, Tennyson with the dribble. She's challenged. She stays on it, but it's kicked out of bounds. Off of the Raider, no penalty call, or no foul, excuse me, not a penalty. No foul called, and a throw in to the Bobcats. Bobcat player was on the pitch like, I didn't get here just because, and so, oh no, it will be a given. It will be a free kick given, so it's kind of hard sometimes to tell what the air traffic control signals of the ARs with their flags all mean. And anyway, the Bobcats put it back into play, and it goes out of bounds, and they'll have a throw. As the Bobcats in white, moving left to right now this half. Obviously then the Raiders in the Raider blue. And they'll be right to left. Brianna Reagan, nice job there controlling that ball. Good move to her right. She pushes the ball to Fox in the middle. Fox has a nice turn. She plays it back to Vienna Reagan. Vienna Reagan pushes it forward to Brianna Reagan. Brianna Reagan shot seems to be that it hit a player. They're saying no, and a goal persists in a goal. Brookings keeper wants to know what's going on. Holsworth just persisted. There's going to be a conversation. It appeared that he first called maybe a handball on the shot from Reagan. Players kept playing. Ball went in the box, and Holsworth, who's just a persistent player, got on the end of that one, poked it in. 2-0 Raiders in the 47th minute. So unofficially, the Raiders with goals in the 29th minute by Brianna Reagan, and unofficially in the 47th minute, just a moment ago, by Ava Holsworth. And the clock will start up, and the Bobcats put in play. They send this one deep, long, and Lehman just tracks it back, and lets it go out of bounds for a Raider throw. Let's see if Brookings applies high pressure here. They brought more players up, but there's a foul. It's going to be a foul on the Raiders, and Turek, who was trying to work back, and that'll be a free kick for the Bobcats. Oh, they'll throw it. That one's off of a defender of the Raiders. Hope she's okay. Looks like it hit her in the back. This one's sent up. Nice job by Benson. Heads it away. She goes down. She's back up. Brianna Reagan on the end of this one. Turns back, controls it to Holsworth. Holsworth turns middle. Back to Reagan. Reagan goes to Fox. Fox pushes it out to Holsworth. Little give and go. Holsworth cuts the ball back in the middle. Just misses the feet of Reagan. It goes by Vienna Reagan. But hustling is Lehman to come up and win the ball. She drives a shot, but it's knocked away by the Bobcats. And coming in, I believe was number 33, yes. Number 33, Tori Deming for the Bobcats. Saw Lehman was lined up for a shot and came out of nowhere and blocked it out of bounds. Throw in for the Raiders. Senior defender Kaylee Schulke comes in for the Raiders, and substitutions made for the Bobcats. Taveldi, freshman midfielder, comes in as well. That one's snatched up by Reentz, who's had a nice night tonight. Just the shot by Reagan was, can't put that one on the keeper, and the last one just was a hustle play and maybe a little miscommunication. Hard to tell. There was just bodies in the middle, and Holsworth got the foot on it. Throw for the Raiders. They drive this one down the line. Good throw in there. Turek got a body on it, but it goes out of bounds. It was knocked away by Bobcat defender. Marking Turek down there is number 40, who just came in, Taveldi, and does it again. So the Raiders advance the ball via throw-in down the field. Now they're in the corner. That one's headed up, and it's going to be out of bounds for a corner. It is. Fox looks to be setting the ball right-footed. That'll swing out. Bunch of Raiders near post. Holsworth in the middle again. Good center. Reagan's there. Gets to her feet. She touches it. Tips it up. Still in the box. Now cleared. Kept in by Schulke. Back to Reagan. It's a hard touch, but she tries to corral it, but she's surrounded by a host of Bobcats that pressure her. The Bobcats try to counter and move it up. Schulke does a nice job standing her ground there. And shot, almost gets a ball out to Turek. And that was intercepted by Bobcat number 40 coming out of the back, Taveldi, who's done a few nice things as soon as she's come in here. This one's sent up long again, and it'll roll to Tucker, who walks it up to the top of the line, and she'll boot this one out. Another one coming in. Tucker comes out again. Giving chase was Ramza, freshman forward. And the Raiders put it back out. Holsworth tries to head it directly overhead so she could run on, but it went too far out of bounds. Creative thinking there by the sophomore, number 11, Ava Holsworth, who netted the Raiders' second goal. Nice throw in down the line over the head of Benson. Giving chase. Brookings on it. They stay on it. A good cut in. That's number 6. Good work there by Earp. Can't get a shot, although they were just almost on the end of it. That was number 17, Ramza, that was trying to get a turn. And Earp will intercept that pass, and let's see if they try to take a shot from distance. Good work there by Schad. And then eventually knocked out by Lehman. And Reagan and Holsworth are both there. Up to Fox. Fox is going to turn. Bobcat right there. Goes back to Dorman. Dorman pushes it wide to Turek. And they're going to call offsides. Unlucky there. Either great heads up by Taveldi, who's done a nice job, or just a little too anxious by the freshman Turek. Dorman went wide up the right side, but the flag went up immediately. Reitz comes out and drives this one. We're going to have a call there on Lehman. She'll commit the foul. And it'll be a free kick for the Bobcats. That was number 16, guard, that drew the foul. Bobcats about 45 yards out. They send this one deep in. Tucker off the hands, but goes to her knees. Bobcats trying to turn and shoot. They send it to the middle. They try to get their shot. No. Blocked by Lindsley. Shad turned it middle instead of kicking it out. Lindsley was there to block that one, and right back come the Raiders. Reagan tries to play a ball wide to Dorman, and she couldn't get there or just wasn't expecting that, and it goes out of bounds. So on that long ball, and you have to make the decision, do I let it bounce, which could be dangerous, or I come out and try to catch it? It had some pace on it. Tucker knocked it away, but then it found a scrum of players, and out of the end of it, Raiders are able to clear, and it looks like they'll set up for a free kick here. Lindsley will set it, and now he'll call for a drop ball to the Raiders' advantage. Play back in. And this one goes wide. Good job there to cut that ball in. Who's on the end of it? It's Fox! Bailey Fox with the goal on a great assist. And that assist was by, I'm trying to get a number here, I believe that was number 10 with that assist. If my eyes were right, I'm looking at the right shoes that kicked the ball. That was Braden Baird, the freshman, with a quality cross. Fox with the finish, 3-0 Raiders. And that would be a goal in the approximate 54th minute now for the senior Bailey Fox. Test 1, 2. Okay. Brookings reset. And put this one back into play. I think I turned one of these up when I leaned in. We're fine now. So sorry about that. Had a few audio issues. All of a sudden was coming really hot. So Raiders extend this one to 3-0. Off that nice cross by who will get confirmation, but believe it was number 10, the freshman Braden Baird. And a quality finish where Reeds really had no chance, point blank. Bailey Fox, senior, unofficially 54th minute. It's out of bounds. It's going to be a Raider throw. Well, Lehman's right there. She'll quick throw to Baird. Baird turns. Chips another one. A nice ball there to Fox again. She tries to go to Reagan. It comes to her feet. Brookings can't clear it. Here comes Schulke on the run, and it's there. Oh, and another chance that Fox got on the end of, but just towed it over. And that was not Schulke that came on the end. That was from the back. Holly Benson made it run all the way from the back line to serve that ball. And Fox almost had her second. Just went too high. Got underneath that one, but another quality chance for the Raiders. With just under 24 to go, the Raiders lead first round Class AA girls soccer playoffs 3-0. Quick throw by the Raiders. Good challenge there by the Bobcats in the middle. They push this one forward. They have a person running down the left side. Tennyson does a good job. No, that's Schulke. Number 16 does a good job of shielding and then just kicking that one out so the Raiders can regroup. They do. They sprint back, and they're going to regain their defensive shape here as Lindsley in the middle of the box shouts out directions to the Raider defense. Brookings looks like they're going to do a long throw here. Gets a hard run at it. Comes into the box. And right there is Baird. Heads it straight up. Good defensive header. Another one out of there by that one, Schulke. But this one's in the box and blocked away by the Raiders. Charlie Lindsley again. Tucker didn't even have to make the save because Lindsley just stonewalled there. And a good chance by the Bobcats off of that long throw set piece. And here they come right back again. So the Bobcats have played hard and physical, and there's no quit in them, as that was another close call there and another good scoring opportunity for the hard-working Bobcats. Good job of extending that ball and keeping it back in. Gets by one Raider, and then Lindsley's there just to send it out. See if that'll give the Raiders, a little breathing room, but Brookings pops it way back in. They're really playing long balls and just trying to get the ball in the box and see if they can create chances, and it's been working in some respect, especially the last minute or two. They've had a couple balls that went in, and that one was a mishit, and it goes just wide and high. Tucker was ready to hit that one up and over, but the ball was a little bit wide right or near post. Right for the Bobcats, left for the Raiders. Short one to Lindsley. She drives it out. Nice job. And right there is Fox. Fox has time. She pushes it to Brianna Reagan. Brianna Reagan pushes a nice ball out wide. It's Baird on the end of that one again. Baird is being challenged over there, and it'll end up going out of bounds. And doing a great job over there is Taveldi. Oh, tackle there, and we're going to have a call, and we're going to have a free kick. Playoff soccer, getting physical. That was one of the captains for the Bobcats, number 15. Thought she had a legal challenge, but they say no. And Brianna Reagan over the ball with the left foot. She drives it in towards the goal. It's a shot that's blocked. Coming out. Let's see if... No, Shaw doesn't take a shot, but it's another penalty. Schad was going to shoot, then went to the right and got clipped. And it'll be another set piece for the Raiders, this time a little bit to the right of the top of the box and outside. Looks to be about on the 20, so about a 25-yard shot, which attainable for the left foot of Brianna Reagan. 3-person wall, it gets set. Schad is hanging short. She could go back. She's going to drive this one too high. What was that? Another goal kick here. And the Bobcats will see if they can continue to put that pressure on that they've been really working to do here. The Raiders with that possession had a couple different chances off set pieces. Good hustle there by Holsworth. Benson and Holsworth working in tandem, trying to triangulate passes with Vienna Reagan. She comes out of there, see if she can get a left foot on it. She crosses over, and just too many Bobcats there knock her off the ball out of bounds. Raiders will have the ball and keep possession within the Bobcat half. Senior Ava Underwood comes in. She'll check in for junior Holly Benson, who's had a nice game tonight. Underwood will put this one back in for the Raiders. She goes short to Vienna Reagan. Right back to her. She goes middle. Nice pass there to Schad. Lily went wide. And looks like to Lehman. Lehman tried to go to the middle. Bobcats were there. Lindsley pushes it back up to Brianna Reagan. Nice back heel. He had two defenders coming. She has space. Good cut dribble. See if she gets on the end of it. She got a shot out, but it was pretty far out and just didn't get over the ball there. But good dribbling there and good control of the ball by Brianna Reagan. Reitz drives it right to Reagan again. Pushes it up. Fox is on giving chase, but Stoltenberg is there. Challenge, but does a nice job. Stoltenberg trying to do a good job, and a goal! So just as Stoltenberg was doing a nice job against two Raiders, Ava Holsworth picks her pocket and drives one far post upper netting. What a nice finish for the sophomore, number 11, Ava Holsworth. That'll extend the Raider lead to 4-0. So we are going to say unofficially, as I stopped watching the clock and was watching the reset, in the 63rd minute-ish. And there, saved by Tucker. So just as we were talking, as the Bobcats were continuing to press and we're starting to get chances, that was their best of the night without a block, somebody blocking it. So Brookings is still working, and they want to dirty the clean sheet of the Raiders here with 16 and change to go. Good job there by Nora Tucker, the junior. That one's kicked out and throw to the Raiders. Raiders. That one went out of bounds. That was Connell trying to keep the ball in on the side. So Lainey Connell, the senior, check back in on that left side. Up front with Connell is Holsworth. Vienna Reagan Brianna Reagan. And running out the midfield forward, it looks like Baird. And the back line is Underwood, Lindsley, Schulke, Lehman, and Schad, who's also playing a little bit of midfield there, it looks like. Her and Reagan, Brianna Reagan definitely in the midfield there. This is a nice ball up. Connell plays off her body, and it goes just too far, skims off of her, and it'll go over the end line. Goal kick for the Bobcats. Senior number 34, Corey Lehman, midfielder for the Raiders, will come on. And Bobcat goal kick will go to Schad. Schad challenges, no call, and then finally a call to the Bobcats. And a stoppage, and we might have a booking. So I don't know if there was some dissent there or what the booking came up, but I believe that's going to be Schad that gets booked as the referee goes over to the Raider side. All happened so quick. I just see what it was, but the center official is going over to fourth referee to mark the booking, and it was not Schad, it was Brianna Reagan who was booked and be subbed in for. Okay, long ball driven. Good job by Lindsley to get a foot on it. Halsworth pushes it wide. Lehman, she pushes it wide again to that looks like a streaking Baird. Baird can't keep it in bounds. Good thought on a breakout and maybe a counter for the Raiders, but just a little wide. Just a bit outside. Good challenge there by Schad. What's pushed out? Oh, looked like a body-to-body match there. Still going body-to-body there. That's a battle between Lehman and guard, it looks like, on that side. This one gets sent in. Tucker calls off Lindsley and just says, let me grab it, and I'll walk it up and punt it out of here. She does just that, tries to go to Connell. Connell does a nice job of getting the ball, wins it, tries to push it back down to Underwood, goes out of bounds off the Bobcats. Raider throw. Underwood, senior, number 3, throw for the Raiders. They get it to the middle to Schad. Schad works up, surveys the field, cuts it back to Vienna Reagan. She'll go back to Schad. Or no, that was Lehman. Lehman moves it over to Underwood. Underwood to Connell. Connell overlaps to the middle. Vienna Reagan is there. She pushes wide to Schad. Schad with a shot, and it's wide. Schad was well away, probably 35 to 40. Put the leg into it, but it was wide to the Raiders' right. Earp comes back in for the Bobcats. Put in by Raintz. Regained possession by the Raiders, and Vienna Reagan has a little space, touches that one. Good touch. A rounded run taken there by the Raider, and just allowed the Brookings defender to catch up to that one, but still Raiders ball on the throw-in. Bobcats try to clear it. Raiders try to head it back in, but they can't, and so that was Baird who really tried to keep the ball in. Goes out of bounds off her. Throw in for the Bobcats. Long throw down the line, and the Raiders just watch that one go out of bounds. Schulke and Lehman. Good throw up the field by the Raiders, which will go out of bounds off the Bobcats. The Raiders quick reset. Good job there by one of the captains there, Liv Ragsdale, who headed that ball, or else there was some space there up in the right corner. Throw to the Bobcats. To the middle. Dispossessed by the Raiders. Nice job there. Played in the middle. Vienna Reagan. She's knocked off the ball. Nice job there by Brookings. And let's get a number there. That was number 31, I believe. Riley Briggs, who did a nice job of that. Raiders on the end of it. Oh, one to beat. Couldn't. No call. Referee definitely had the play on there with no advantage. That one I was able to see better. Just some good hard physical play in there. I didn't think anything was there. And letting him play. Job there by Schad to try to go up the middle or up the wing to Connell, the left side. It's knocked out of bounds. Throw for the Bobcats. Bobcats tried to find Eide, but Lindsley is there waiting for it. She'll play to the middle. Schulke has a little pressure, but she plays it just up to Schad. Schad with a good move to the right. She has space, making sure she can get a through ball. She does, clearly onside, and hustling to get there is Baird. Baird turns, keeps it in, crosses with the left foot. Raiders down there, it's Lehman. Lehman gets a shot and saved. Hard low shot by number 34, senior Corey Lehman, off of a nice cross Baird that got by Reagan. Just, she couldn't get to it, and Lehman was there, put a nice hard low shot there, but junior keeper Ashley Reentz went to the ground to her right to save that one. So nice save there again by Reentz. Dangerous here. Pass intercepted, but goes high over, and is there going to be a call? They're calling for the subs to be in. Brookings wants a foul, but looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Raiders. Clock stoppage here for an injury. Clock stoppage for an injury, and now let's see, the signal is given to stop the clock, but I don't see one to start it, as the Raiders are making a substitution as well. Coming in for the Raiders, Hoff comes in, senior for the Raiders. Halsworth, who's had an outstanding game, will come off. Hoff gets a touch right away, and tracking back is Eide, who will win it back for the Bobcats. Bobcats try to push it through, but Underwood is there, and Vienna Reagan is there, and she comes out with a little bit of steam. Nice ball forward. Connell, can she get on the end? No! Yes, she does. She goes 5-hole, nutmeg. And I believe that was number 30, senior, who they found. Yes, it was. Great pass by Vienna Reagan to find number 30, Lainey Connell. And she had the ball on her right foot, and at first it looked like it was saved, but she nutmegged the goalie. The goalie must have got enough of it to slow it down, but it rolled into the goal. It's 5-0 Raiders. And senior Lainey Connell, with all her work, puts the Raiders up 5. And we're going to say unofficially the 72nd minute. This one, Tucker comes out nicely on the ground. Plays that. So Brookings with the dangerous cross there. They had a player running on, but Turek came off her line, and basically her angle to the ball cut off the Bobcat player, and she went down and grabbed the ball nicely. You hand me my phone. All 2 minutes. 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 2 min Underwood pushes it up to the goal scorer. Connell pushes it back. Underwood kicks it off the Bobcats. Bobcats felt it went off the Raiders, but Raider throw. And the experienced Underwood just kind of let that one go out of bounds off the Bobcat. Lehman plays it all the way back. And the Raiders play it up the side to Baird. Baird goes down, and that's going to be a call. And he's going to stop it. It's going to be a booking on the Brookings player. Yellow card for hard foul there. Not happy is number 33 for the Bobcats, Torrey Deming, a freshman defender. And we'll wind this one up as soon as the ball gets put into play here. And we're wound up here. Clock begins. And the Raiders play it short to Lehman. That's Meredith Lehman. Good job there for the Raiders to get the ball inside. They push it out. Working on that far right side. That's Baird. She's working with Amberhoff, a freshman defender. Together they earn a throw in. Vienna Reagan pushes it back. Quick touch there by the Raiders' Baird, but goes out of bounds, and it'll be, off the Bobcats. Lehman tries to switch fields, does. Underwood's going to get on the end of it. She pushes it forward to Connell. Connell into the middle. Push back. Underwood. Underwood goes to the middle, and this one's knocked right back to her. She goes to the outside. Connell is there. Connell will go all the way back to Lehman. Lehman put ones in the box. Brookings up in the air, and they will control it. And coming out of there is number 6, Earp, for the Bobcats. Good spacing and good team defense there by the Bobcats. The Raiders just really didn't have anywhere to go with that ball, and eventually Brookings won it and pushed it back out. Ball on the left side for the Bobcats. Good through ball, but on the end of it's going to be Lindsley who kicks it out and then immediately directs traffic here. And we can anticipate another long throw here. And with the ball is number 13, Lafers, and she'll go short and back. Good challenge there. This one's sent in. Tucker comes off the line, goes down, and just smothers it, not wanting to take a chance there. I thought she was going to run out and just catch it, but it had some spin on it. It had some draw away, so she decided to get on the ground and just smother that one. And with 4 minutes to go, Raiders lead 5-0. The Raider backline and junior goalkeeper Nora Tucker will work hard this next 350 to try to preserve a clean sheet for the Raiders. And the Bobcats just continue to push, and they have a chance here. This ball goes across the goal face high. Underwood's there, and she's not going to take chances. Just going to kick it out so the Raider defense can regroup. Lindsay again directing traffic with a lot of new players in here for the Raiders. Quickly sent in. This goes off of Schulke. Schulke tries to get another touch on it. It's dangerous. It's right in the box. She backheels it and then eventually just kicks it out of bounds. Brookings' pressure will keep it right here. Earp with the throw-in. Poked away there by Connell and out of bounds. Schmidt throws this one in. Underwood's there. She kicks it to Connell. Connell keeps it in, kicks it off the Bobcats. Stays in. Connell presses. Put in high to the box. Tucker is going to get over her head, but no, she overran it and then used her body to kind of, not physically, but just be in between the Brookings defender and the ball, and then she tracked back and caught that. Crafty move there by a little bit shorter keeper, and so she knows how to work her space there, and she certainly did there. Although it looked like she might have overran it, she knew what she was doing the whole time. Vienna Reagan with the touch. Oh, a good little inside-outside move to the left. She's breaking. She's going to split defenders, see if she can get on the end of it. She does, but just not enough on it and not far enough to the corner to beat Reentz. Reentz went down and got it and gets right back up to drive it down with 2 minutes to go. Brookings pressing. Raiders trying to conserve the shutout. Preserve, conserve, save, guard, protect. You pick the term here. And that one goes out of bounds. Of a free kick, so this could be interesting. They'll drive this one in the middle. They're taking a long time to set up. Here comes the ball. It's high and to the right. Off the head of a Raider. Brookings plays it. It's played out by, touched out by Ava Underwood there. The senior defender did a nice job of just poking the ball out and letting the Raiders regroup. Good pressure there by Hoff. Emily Hoff, the senior. Calling nothing. The Brookings players backing into Hoff. Hoff is just holding her ground. Gave a little ground, caused the balance of the Brookings defender to go awry, and the good job by the referee to see that. And the Raiders clear with under 1 to go. Brookings there had a couple chances where they were lining up to shot, but the Raiders either got in the way of the pass or just hustled to cut off the angle of the shot. Lindsley kicks this one high in the middle. Pushed down by the Raiders. Raiders content here to just do short passes. This one gets away. Lindsley touches this one up to Vienna Reagan off her head. She stays on it. Raiders collect it. They go wide and deep back, but it's going to be out of bounds. 15 seconds to go. Bobcats. One last chance. Raiders keep it in bounds, and then it's going to be out of bounds off of the Raiders. 5 seconds to go. Quick throw for the Bobcats. No one there. Raiders kick it out of bounds, and that's the game. So we'll wrap this one up real quick, and then we'll switch over to the boys. It'll be a different feed, and Tyson, the producer here, will get that all worked out. So the final. Girls varsity round 1. Stevens Raiders 5. Brookings Bobcats 0. The Raiders and the combination of Emmy Hofer and Nora Tucker have a clean sheet for those keepers. And Raider goals scored in the 29th minute by Brianna Reagan, the 47th minute by Ava Holsworth, the 54th minute by Fox, the 63rd minute by Holsworth, and in the 72nd minute, Lainey Connell gets a goal. That'll do it for us here from the girls' game. Come right back to the boys' game. You've been following Raiders girls playoff soccer on subscription-free GoRaidersLive.com.